Got you.
All right. Are up and going.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Nerdstown. I'm your mayor, and we've been missing. Yeah. So recent struggles. So this other territory on the other side of the world called Nerds Compendium tried to launch bombs. We had to launch some. No, that's not the reason we were gone. We're all dealing with some personal shit. We're not starting more with anybody. I swear to God, we're not. But if we did, it'd be the greatest war ever.
Oh, good God.
No, we've all had some very personal shit coming up that we've all been kind of dealing with. So for this, I want to dedicate this episode to Nana, M's grandmother that we just recently lost. Nana, this one's for you. Hope you watch it up there, and I hope you can see it, and I hope you're laughing the whole damn time. Because we're fucking stupid. I mean, you know you raised one of us. Alright, so, with that, we got a lot to dive into. We've had several celebrity deaths since our last episode, so we're going to get into all of them since the brand new year. The Olympics came and went from our last episode, and there is a lot to break down in the Olympics. We're going to do a quick overview. If you want to research more, they're still streaming on Peacock. Go watch them. Got some Dallas Stars news for you guys. The trade deadlines just happened with the NHL. There are a lot of moves and a lot of, like, what the fucks. But there's that. We've got a lot of really interesting things to get into, and then our game is run by Im. Fuck, marry, kill. The way Im's going to run this at us is Im's going to give us two options, and we have to give our answers for those two options, and we're stuck with the third one, whatever option is left. I think it's a real fun way to play this game. I've seen others play this game on TikTok. One of our friends, Taylor, does this a lot with his TikTok and anime characters. It is absolutely wild. Your choices will get fucked up.
By the way, I don't know any of the, characters, nothing. I just know categories, so...
Sure. We believe you.
No, really, I don't. I know categories.
Uh-huh.
They'll know who they is.
Yeah, I know the... Okay, yeah, that's fair. I know the Trek category because she didn't know if I would know who the Trek people were.
But that's it.
That's literally it.
That's fair.
All right, well, let's get into this. Let's open this up. I want to open this up with some really awesome news for you guys. My t-shirt press is coming in, which means we will have merch soon. Me, John, and my wife and our buddy Carter over on Two Captains, One Pod are going to FanX Salt Lake this year. So if you are a fan of this podcast and you want to see us, come to FanX Salt Lake. If you're a fan of this podcast, you want to meet Ben and Im, okay, the true heart of this podcast. Come down to Shreveport in August for GeekCon. We're doing the Ghostface GeekCon they got going on for the release of Ghostface, or for Scream 7, not Ghostface 7, but Scream 7. I think this is officially Ghostface's 13 and 14. 2 per movie, give or take. However, so if you guys want to come meet us, these are going to be the cons to come see us at. We do not have booths at these cons. We will not be getting booths at these cons. We're just going to be walking around as regular people. So you're really going to have to look to find us, especially if you're going to try to find us at FanX Salt Lake, because that one is a massive fucking con. So if you're going to go, pack some waters, pack some lunches, stay hydrated, okay? Hydrate or die straight. The only person here that's cool with that is John. On top of that good news, here we go. We John has a passion project he's been putting together. You've heard us talk about it before on this podcast. It is finally released on the YouTube channel. Dropped the very first episode yesterday, called Theta Squad. Go check it out. It is. Look, I ran lines for this and didn't expect it to look as good as it did. Okay. So, John, this is your baby. This is your show. You take it on.
I may know a little bit of what I'm doing. But yeah, so basically, it's what's called a machinima, which is basically, have you ever seen Red versus Blue on YouTube? Or pretty much any others. There's a lot of them out there. This one just happens to be my little passion project. It's something I've kind of thought about for like the last, gosh, I want to say like 5 years. I want to say, but yeah, like Chris said, him, me, his wife, and another guy I got from my Discord. I'll do the voices for the 4 different characters. So you've got my character, which is, his name is Strike. You've got Chris's character, whose name is Crackers. You've got Chris's wife Hannah. Her character's name is Jonesy. And then you've got Hawk, who is his armor looks similar to I guess to mine, per se. But yeah, it's basically my own little take kind of on Red versus Blue, more or less. Yeah, little passion project. I've probably been working on it for probably about the last 6 months.
I would say it's been about that long, if not longer.
Because I mean, how it started is I started doing just the little videos on TikTok. Because I was like, oh yeah, I could do this. I record it on my Xbox and then punch it up to my phone. And it just that's how it kind of got started, and that kind of snowballed into where we are now. And I was like, well, why don't I just do a show? And then I was like, hey, Chris, you want to do a voice? And so then
and here we are. And for those of you that love old Pixar, right? You get to the end of a Pixar movie, the credits start rolling, and you stayed inside the theater, not because there was an after credit scene, but because during the credits, all the bloopers that were filmed were then animated because Pixar had time and cared. Okay, that happens in this show too. Okay, the credits roll and boom, there's bloopers. Okay, you're gonna get some crazy shit.
I haven't released the bloopers yet, buddy.
Guy.
I haven't put the bloopers up yet.
Because the bloopers are the fucking best shit. I couldn't stop laughing. But we're gonna move on though. We got. I'm gonna get into our somber subject here before we get into all of our other lighthearted shit. Celebrity deaths since the beginning of 2026. We've had quite a few of them and quite some legendary people going. Catherine O'Hara, of course, was the first one that really struck all of us right there, January 30th, 2026. We did a whole episode about her a few weeks ago, if you want to go back and look at that episode. We had nothing but good things to say about Catherine O'Hara, and I mean, if you look at all of the outpour from Hollywood since her passing, nothing but good things have been said about Catherine O'Hara. So I mean, just goes to show you what kind of horrible loss this was to us, but a wonderful gain to the afterlife for them. But the big one that struck me within the last couple weeks, James Van Der Beek. I did not know this dude was sick. I'll be 100%. I did not know this dude had been battling cancer as long as he had. Yeah. So it all came as a shock to me. A lot of people's first time seeing James Van Der Beek, of course, was Varsity Blues. Or not Varsity Blues, Friday Night Lights was the one he was
Dawson's
on.
Creek.
Huh?
He the whole creek, man. Dawson's Creek.
Oh yeah,
probably more.
Dawson's Creek.
I got it.
Yeah, I forget about Dawson's Creek too. But Dawson's Creek, Friday Night Lights. Friday Night Lights is very iconic now because if you look at it, all of the football stars from that movie are now gone. Them being James Van Der Beek, the guy who played Billy Bob. I cannot think of his name right now. He passed away a few years ago due to complications of diabetes, and of course Paul Walker. our famed wide receiver. The main three of this movie are now gone. Very heartbreaking to think of. It's one of my favorite fucking movies. Like I'm not a big football guy, but I love that movie because it just what the movie covers, the whole subject of the movie. But I've loved him. I mean, I got to see James Vanderbeek play James Vanderbeek playing Jay in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. It's one of the most meta fucking things in the world. It is so hilarious. That's more notably where I know James Vanderbeek from, along with several other projects that he's been in over the years. But an absolute devastating loss. I was kind of a little bit upset about that one. I did not know that he had cancer, and it really, seeing the last couple images of him before he passed, like, really broke my heart because I don't stay current with a lot of celebrities. The most current I get with celebrities comes from Ben. Ben's like, "Have you seen this?" And then I'll go look it up, and I'm like, "Oh, okay." That's how I know celebrities look like. Other than that, Leonard Nimoy does not look anything close to 90 years old for me. He still looks like he did in his 30s on Star Trek: The Original Series because that's what I watched the most of him in. The same with Walter Koenig and a lot of those guys. Johnny Depp still looks 40-something years old to me in, like, Captain Jack Sparrow, okay? And I know that's not what that man looks like. James Vanderbeek still looks like prime James Vanderbeek to me. And so to see to have that disillusion happen, to see the difference in what I remember versus what he was actually looking like towards the end of his life, it was very heartbreaking to see. But another good one. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't say good one. Eric Dane. Sorry, not a fan just because of the show he was on. I can't stand the show. We'll have a breakdown of that on a different episode. Grey's Anatomy star Eric Dane, also an actor on Euphoria. Honestly, a very good actor. He really was a great talent. Passed away due to ALS. And then one that hit me hard. I'm going to be 100%. This one hurt. I mean, of course, look at the man's age. You know it's coming. Okay, he was 95 years old. I knew it was coming. He's been acting since the 60s, 70s. He got his big break. But he's on shows like The Godfather, Goodfellas. He's been in so many military movies, playing colonels, generals, admirals, captains. I've seen him all over the military movies. Of course, I'm talking about Robert Duvall here. An absolute great of the agency, an absolute legend of the acting world. Passed away back on February 16th. Broke my heart. Again, my favorite role of his being The Godfather. Him and The Godfather. That whole film has been a legendary film in my life.
Oh, damn.
I love it extensively.
I did not know that he...
But of course, he did pass away at 95 years old due to old age. He was lucky enough to live a full, absolute happy life. Died surrounded by family. It's heartbreaking to say that they're gone. But much like Leonard Nimoy, much like Nichelle Nichols, much like Robert Duvall, and a lot of others, at least they died surrounded by family, home, and happy.
I did not
getting
know
to live that full life, meeting grandkids, meeting great grandkids. In Robert Duvall's case, he was a great grandfather. I mean, just absolute amazing talent. Neil Sedaka, legendary singer and songwriter, died at 86. Bob Weir, Grateful Dead founding member. This one hurt a little bit. As a guitarist myself, Bob Weir's passing. I haven't really cried over a lot of musicians in my life, but I will say Ozzy Osbourne, Eddie Van Halen, and Bob Weir and Ace Frehley, I have absolutely shed a tear over. legendary musicians, legendary guitar players, and giants in the industry. I mean, just absolute giants of the industry. The Grateful Dead, of course, they've had their name plastered over everything. You can find really good things to say about the Grateful Dead. You can find really bad things to say about the Grateful Dead. This was a band that absolutely just, you either loved them or you hated them. And I think that's where a lot of people fall with the Grateful Dead. But yeah, Bob Weir's passing was a difficult one for me. Willie Colon, an iconic salsa musician, passed away at 75. I know the Latino community was very hurt by this one. He was kind of he was a massive icon for them. I know when he passed away, February 21st. When he passed, my TikTok filled up with the Latin community coming out and saying, "This is heartbreaking. This is hurting." You know, they felt as, I mean, this hit them about as hard as Ozzy hit us. I would say. So I know that's a very a hard one for them. Valentino Graviani, famed fashion designer, has died at 93. I probably said the last name wrong, but Garavani, maybe. Valentino Garavani. Maybe that's the way you're supposed to say it. But a famed fashion designer died January 19th. And then today, March 5th, or no, a couple days ago, March 5th, Corey Parker, actor from Will and Grace, passed away after a battle with cancer. The rom-com community is hurting very hard on this on this one. The soap opera community hit hard with Corey Parker, dead at 60. But that is all that we have for at least the big American celebrity deaths. I know we've had a few more since January 1st to 26th. I know we had the German voice. I don't remember his name, but the German voice of Palpatine in the Star Wars dub for Germany passed away. We've had the actor for Shane Estevez from Jimmy Neutron has passed away this year, as well as Doug Dimmadome passed away this year. Again, those we'd covered on previous episodes. This is just a very short list that they're giving me right now on Google. If you want to go into a more in-depth one, check it out yourself. Mourn, and then remember the great memories that each of these celebrities gave us, whether it's a movie, a song, or an epic guitar riff, maybe a piece of clothing that makes us, really feel close and connected. On that, though, let's get into the sports real quick, because I want to get into the sports and out of the sports as fast as possible, okay? Spring training has started with the MLB. That's all I'm going to say. And I've caught a couple scores from a couple of the games, the preseason games that have been going on. I want to talk about one. Ben, you're going to fucking love this. Okay. Minnesota Twins faced off against the New York Yankees in the preseason. Ben, who do you think won that game? Okay, hold on.
Probably the Yankees, but going off of this, Minnesota.
Minnesota Twins won 15-0 against the Yankees in a preseason game. My question is, did the Yankees even show up? Did the Yankees know they were supposed to play?
No, literally.
But that's that with baseball. I'll get more into baseball as the season starts and continues. I'm a massive baseball fan. So we'll definitely talk about some baseball here. We're going to talk about I think we missed the episode after the Super Bowl. Sure. I'm not sure if we did or not.
I don't know.
If so, Seahawks won! Yay! The Patriots lost. That's all I'm going to say about it. Fuck the Pats. Fuck the Pats. Me and Ben did sit down and watch the MAGA halftime show just to see how god-awful it was. No.
2 steps completely unassisted.
That's awesome.
Towards me. But holding on to anything.
That's awesome. Seahawks won. We got to see the Patriots upset again. Got to watch Tom Brady cry, even though he wasn't there and he's not a player anymore. Beautiful. We did watch the MAGA halftime show. Oh my god, the absolute destruction that was. I mean, okay. First and foremost, it was so bad. It was so bad. Kid Rock went backstage after playing a show as Kid Rock, then dressed up and came back on stage under his government name to pretend to be another fucking singer. Introduced 2 times by the only black people they could get, 100%, because there wasn't another person of color in that fucking room. And we were looking. We were looking. It was god awful. I mean, as bad as you think it was about 10 times worse. And if you want to go watch it, it's still on YouTube. Go have some fun. You're gonna laugh. With that, let's get into hockey real quick. The trade deadline just came up. The Toronto Maple Leafs, the fans have been waiting for the trade deadline. Who are we going to get? Who are we going to get rid of? Oh, how awesome is this team about to be? They got nothing. They traded for nobody. They got rid of nobody. It's still the same Toronto Maple Leafs. I don't know how you get to the trade deadline and don't get rid of at least one player. But you know what? That's fine. Another team that did not get rid of a single fucking player was the Dallas Stars, but we gained 2. And one of them, Tyler, from the Vancouver Canucks, will be the first Texan to play for the Dallas Stars in franchise history. Along with franchise history first. Now, last night we just got an upset from the Colorado Avalanche. That is a game I am not willing to discuss because it was very clear the Avs were not there to play the correct way. Okay, look, yes, I'm a Stars fan. You can sit there and say that I'm biased all day long. Watch the game. Even as a hockey fan or a non-hockey fan, I want you to watch that game and tell me that I'm fucking wrong here. Okay, there's a lot that can be said about the Avs. Usually they're a pretty decent team in the fucking regular season. They're not assholes until the playoffs. This was not that. But before that game, we had a 10-game win streak, which is the longest in franchise history. So with that, I'm very happy to say my Stars are looking good. Even though the loss last night, hey, we still held on to it, and they got lucky in the shootout. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. We held on. All right. Now let's get into a quick rundown of the Olympics. We have made the song Free Bird by Lynyrd Skynyrd and that famed guitar solo the horror soundtrack to the rest of the world's hockey. We did it with the women's first. Hillary Knight, a.k.a. Captain America, and Keller with that golden goal against Canada in the gold medal game. Upset them entirely. A phenomenal fucking run by the women's team. The women's USA hockey team had the best run of any hockey team in the Olympics ever. Okay, they let only 4 goals in their entire run in the Olympics. 4 goals in that entire run. In every game, damn near every game, scoring 5 goals. They got 6 goals in one game. And then, of course, the gold medal game. Beautiful. Phenomenal. An absolute stunner. Bringing home the greatest Olympic trophy, Canadian Tears. I mean, the gold medal. It was wonderful. Then we get to the guys. The guys are set. You know, I didn't expect the guys to get as far as they did, to be honest with you guys. I didn't expect the men's hockey team to go. I thought at best we'd maybe get bronze. But they sure as shit proved me wrong. Got to the gold medal round again against Canada. We upset Canada there, winning the gold medal. Jack Hughes getting his teeth knocked out in that game, continuing to fucking play, scoring the gold medal goal. It was beautiful. It was phenomenal. We celebrated for about 15 minutes. I am going to get into the controversy here. Trump calls the guys. He says some fucked up shit about the women's team. They all laugh about it. He invites them to the White House. And at that point in time, as a lot of other hockey content creators have said on TikTok, as a lot of other hockey podcasts have said, I'm going to say the same thing here. There was a lot of potential for new hockey fans during this Olympics. We had because the Olympic run was coming up, hockey's getting real big. You got the new show Heated Rivalry that had come out. That's getting all the book talk girlies into hockey. Of course, they're watching the Olympics now because they want to see what hockey's really like, especially at the international stage. And then that one phone call posted on the social media damaged it all because a lot of women are not cool with our fucking president being a mouth chauvinist pig. I'm not either. Honest to God, I'm very happy that our Dallas Stars goalie, Jake Ottinger, declined the invitation to the White House, decided to come back to Dallas instead. People are saying that they're upset because he didn't say that that's the reason he did not go to the White House, that he left to come home because of his kid, and he wanted to be home. Look, here's the deal on that. I'm going to say this one time. If you guys are listening, cool. If you're not, whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. But for the people that need to hear this and are going to listen, you can get mad all you want that he didn't outright say it. But he was protecting himself by not outright saying it. Because being a celebrity at this point in time, going against our current administration is a very dangerous fucking thing. It's career suicide, whether you're a professional athlete, a singer-songwriter, a guitarist, a fashion designer, a musician in general, a fashion designer, an actor. It's very difficult to go against the current administration right now because of the power that they are exuding. So he did what he had to do to protect himself without outright saying it. But he did decline the invite. That is what's important here. There were several others that declined the invite. Connor Hellebuck, though, Connor Hellebuck did not decline the invite. Hell, he was front man there. And oh, dear God, have the Winnipeg Jets fans been pissed since? Oh, geez, there's a whole lot to get into there. The Hughes brothers are also in the hot seat, again, laughing at this and going to the White House with the president, considering their mother has been in charge of women's hockey, not only in the States, but at the international stage, at the Olympic stage as well. She's been very, very prominent in women's hockey as of late. So many people going as far as to say Quinn Hughes is no longer haunted by a Victorian child, because a Victorian child is the highest honor of haunting that you can achieve. And he has now denigrated that honor. It is no longer his. We don't know what he's haunted by now, but it's no longer a Victorian child. And I've been loving this narrative. But it was really fun to watch those. The Jamaican bobsled team coming back. Not only a men's Jamaican bobsled team, but a women's Jamaican bobsled team also appeared at the Olympics. Can you say Cool Runnings 2? Can we resurrect John Candy to do this movie? Is that a possibility? I would like it. Please. Alyssa Liu, figure skater, prominent, 2 golden medals, coming home on her chest, making a fashion statement with her hair. Plenty of women now are going to get the stripes in their hair, much like Alyssa Liu. Well deserved. I mean,
It's done in Missouri, actually.
I was about to say, not only that, but she is the first woman on the U.S. team to individually take home the gold since 2004. So over 20 years, and we took home the gold this year.
And see, that was another thing we were celebrating with the men's team. like I said, I was happy for about 15 minutes with the men's team. The last time U.S. men had won gold at the Olympics was February of 1980. The Miracle on Ice team, the greatest team to ever play at the Olympic stage. First and foremost. Okay. It was the anniversary to the day that we beat the Russians, that we won gold. It doesn't get any better than that. But again, squandered it. You know, let your feelings be your own. Like I said, I still celebrate with both teams just for the simple fact we won gold. Okay? That's as far as my loyalties lie, though. Over on the women's team, I forgot about this. Over on the women's team, the first black hockey player to win gold just won gold with the U.S. women's team. Love that. Love that. So much Olympic history has been made this past Olympics. We now have the Paralympics that are also being held in Milano Cortina in the coming weeks. The Paralympics, can't wait to watch those. I've been watching the men's hockey, Paralympic hockey. There's one I follow on TikTok. I'll try to get his name here in a minute for you guys. If y'all want to follow him as well, it's so cool. He'll take you through everything, getting ready, what they look like on the ice. He's gone over what changing lines looks like. And it's really interesting to watch because the ice looks completely different for them than it does for normal hockey. And it's so interesting to see the differences. I love the Paralympics. I have participated in Paralympic things in my community before, back home in Dallas. My mother's a part of that committee being a special education teacher. She has had students participate in the Paralympics. It's not like the actual Olympics, but it's as close as some of these kids are going to get. It's really cool to see them participate, and so I love watching the actual Paralympics. People that have gone through life-changing things, or they just born a way that they cannot participate normally, still finding a way to participate out there and show up for their community, their country, and themselves. It's really cool to see. That's kind of what I've got on the Olympics so far. So we're going to get through, we're done with that. Let's get on to the rest of this. Some really cool news coming from Nathan Fillion's TikTok page. Okay. Now, a lot of people have been indifferent about Firefly for years. Okay, because Firefly only got one season and ended on the biggest cliffhanger in TV history. And I will die on that hill. Okay. Firefly ends on the biggest cliffhanger ever. And I've seen some shows end on some really big cliffhangers, but nothing touches Firefly's. An absolute stacked cast. First and foremost, at the fucking helm is Nathan Fillion. Then you add in one of the greatest voice acting talents of all time, one of the greatest acting talents of all time, a personal hero of mine, Alan Tudyk, and several other greats. Okay, this show had so much potential. We just recently got a Funko Pop set from Firefly released. And then these videos from Nathan Fillion start popping up, where he's popping up at the actors' houses. And they're saying, is it time? And his response is, it's time. We're getting nothing else from that. This is all rumored, what we're getting. People are rumoring it's either a reboot show or it's a Firefly movie.
Christina Hendricks was in it too.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
She was in a couple episodes.
Cast. Why this show was canceled, I will never fucking know. Because the execs have never given a fucking reason.
You mean a second Firefly movie?
Right, a second Firefly movie. Again, we don't know what we're getting here. But we know we're getting the original cast back. All of them except for one. which we kind of know why that one's not coming back. All of them are coming back. And it is really cool. I'm so psyched for this. I'm so ready for this. I don't care what we're getting. I just want to see the crew again. I just want to see Firefly again. Again, a great show. For those of you that haven't watched it because it's only one season, not naming any names, you know, you should definitely give it a watch. Now, next up on our docket, I'm going to come down here because this, I think I've got a reason for it. The Bear is rumored to be ending after season 5. Now, Ben, I know that this is more your thing. Here's what I'm going to say about why it might be ending at season 5. So me and John have been doing a lot of Star Trek walkthroughs on our other podcast, Two Captains, One Pod. In that, we talked about Discovery only having 5 seasons. We've talked about Strange New Worlds only having 5 seasons, and Lower Decks only having 5 seasons. We're wondering why we're not going past 5. An actor friend of ours that was on Discovery had told us, for streaming services purposes only. So I don't know if the Bear fits in this or not.
It's Hulu. So yeah.
Okay, so for streaming purposes only, they don't typically go past 5 seasons to protect the actors. With acting, you get residuals when your show continues to play. A lot of people know about this. It's why, when you see actors that have gone, they don't have any money left, you're like, fucking why? You get residuals. And your show's still fucking on TV.
Look at Vanderbeek.
Right. But still, that being said, with streaming, the way they have it set up for the actors to be protected is you still get residuals if your show ended after 5 seasons. After 6 or 7 or anything past that, you no longer get residuals up to a certain amount of time, from what our friend had told us. So I think this is more or less about protecting them, the actors, than it is about anything else. A decline in ratings, which I don't believe would be the case. I think the Bear has only gotten better in the ratings as the show has gone on.
Ratings, yeah. I mean, most streaming services, most streaming shows are getting that 4 to 5 mark. Netflix, they have a 4-season rule, right?
Netflix, that's with high school shows.
Yeah, Netflix has a high school
if the show is based in high school.
Yeah, if the show is based in high school, the show's only getting 4 seasons. Like that's a rule in Netflix.
So 13 on my blog.
Yeah, 13 Reasons Why on my blog. They all got 4 seasons. Yeah. But so it doesn't surprise me as far as the streaming aspect that it is getting 5 seasons. It also doesn't surprise me as far as how the show has gone that it is getting 5 seasons.
Really?
I liked the show. Carmi is. I relate to Carmi a lot. I worked in a kitchen. The complex PTSD, the familial issues. I relate to Carmi a lot. So there are episodes that get me, really get me, because I'm like, oh shit, that's really real. But
yeah,
I would say that lately, the last couple of seasons, it's only been a couple episodes a season that I've been like, yeah, that one got me. Okay. Because the rest is it just feels like fluff. It just feels like, what are we doing here? Why are we're just aimlessly doing shit with no plan because he's so wishy-washy on if he wants to be in the business at all. And because at the start of the show, he's wishy-washy on if he wants to take over his brother's restaurant, which valid. The restaurant is drowning. But towards the end of the show, it's starting to feel like, again, very real for me because it's starting to feel more like, do I want to be in a kitchen at all? So, like, it is literally, so it is a very relatable show because it's watching a cook deteriorate in the kitchen, and it is in regards to that, it is relatable. But I do see, if you do not know the kitchen, if you have never worked in a kitchen, if you've never been a cook, if you've never been a chef, how this show would be completely fucking boring to you. Like, so I can see if the ratings did go down, but it's Jeremy Allen White. So I don't see it being a rating issue. I do see it being a writing issue, if anything.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, no, it's still a good show. I still enjoy it. I will still watch it to its full entirety because, again, I relate to it so much. But I can see where if you don't, it would not be the show for you. Like,
but there's a plethora of shows out there.
Bare minimum, you have to have stepped into like a restaurant atmosphere. You have to have waited tables, bare minimum. Like, something to understand what that realm is like. Otherwise, it's just kind of, right now it's just kind of fluff. It's not even. It's more like environmental like cook problems, not like internal cook problems, because I don't even talk about the restaurant as much anymore, which is kind of weird. This whole show is derived off of the restaurant, but whatever.
It's just getting ready for the spin-off series. It's also going to have 5 seasons.
And that's what I think we're heading into. I'm going to be real. I think that it's going to close out Carmi, and then we're going to get Sid's, his sous chef's storyline, and she's going to take over running the bear. Because that's, I mean, at the end of this last season, he basically says, "I don't want this anymore. You can have it," to Sid. So I guarantee you that's probably where we're heading. But Sid is so, I don't know what to do with myself, that I don't know how that's going to work. But she doesn't have the confidence.
We'll get it. Yeah. Let's go back up to the top of our list, though. Let's get into 343 Halo wasn't as bad as you remembered. John, what you got on that one?
I'm gonna hold your hand I'm gonna hold you guys' hand when I say this. Halo 4 and 5 and Infinite were not that bad. Okay. Now that we're through that, I'm gonna let your hand go now. I feel like Halo 4 and 5 get a lot of very unnecessary hate, having just completed a complete run through of the entire series because I'm a madman who does things like that. But frankly, like my biggest gripe is that we don't get anything between Halo 5 and Halo Infinite. There's a nice big gap in the story there as to what actually happens. I don't know why. I don't remember why that is. I would have to actually go and look it up. There was a time when I knew. But yeah, I feel like 343 gets a bad rap. I mean, they didn't do horribly with the series like everybody says. I know you guys don't have too terribly much experience on this, but like I know there's a lot of controversy, especially around Halo 5. And because I remember back in the day, back like 5, even 6 years ago, Like Halo 5 was what I was doing after work every single day for a good 2 or 3 years. I was online and I was playing Halo 5 all the time. But yeah, I just don't think they did all that bad with it. I mean, of course, having gone back and having actually played them since the first ever time I played them, yeah, I don't think 343 did as bad as everybody thinks it is. I think they get a bad rap and they don't deserve it. So
I feel like
to
that with
be fair,
a lot of things, but
yeah, we've seen it before. I mean, hell, Nickelback for me is that. Like, a lot of people hate on Nickelback unnecessarily. Nickelback is not as bad as y'all think. If you hate on Nickelback, you've either never heard them or you're just jumping on the bandwagon with everyone else. That's how I feel about Nickelback hate. So, yeah.
I was about to say, here's my little addendum to that. Were they as good as Bungie's games? Probably not. I mean, for me, nothing can ever get close to Halo 3 ever again. But I feel like they didn't do that badly.
I mean, to say this, Halo is probably one of very few properties that started with one company and continued to stick around after that company no longer existed. We don't get that a lot with a lot of media in general. The closest anybody gets to that is like, okay, favorite band just fired their lead singer, and now they're going to bring in this new guy, and we're going to hope to God they're still as good. And those first couple years might not be the best that they've ever been, but then they find their new fitting with the new, with this new group and this, that, and everything else. When Bungie went under and Halo survived, it said a lot about, the fact that the fans have kept it, wanted it so well that another company was willing to step up and take it. And so for that, I mean, coming from the mindset of a Star Wars fan, okay, do I like Star Wars 7, 8, 9? Not particularly. I don't necessarily hate them either. I don't like the storyline, but I was happy to have Star Wars back when Disney got it. When Disney bought Star Wars, and they gave us 7, The Force Awakens, and they gave us Han Solo, then they gave us Rogue One. Okay, I was happy to have Star Wars back. I watched 7, and I enjoyed it. It's not my favorite. I don't think they'll ever be anywhere close to my favorites, but I didn't hate them. Okay, I did not really like the Han Solo story. I think it took away from who Han Solo was more than added to it. That's a different, story for a different day. But Rogue One, however, is up there among my top favorite fucking Star Wars films. Star Wars pieces in general. I think Rogue One tells a very fantastic story that adds so much to the story we never got told in full. Up until
someone as someone who hates Star Wars. Yes, hates Star Wars. Rogue One is her favorite. She's not completely a hater.
And I'll take that. I'll take Rogue One being her favorite. I mean, my favorite will always be Revenge of the Sith. Okay, that's
probably her second favorite.
That's fair.
Yeah,
but
Revenge of the Sith
those are the only two.
My favorite. Yeah, but we ended up getting stories like Obi-Wan Kenobi, and while it doesn't, some people will say it's not Star Wars. I'm on the board of it's Star Wars. It's just not Star Wars for you. So it's same thing with Halo. At 343 Studios, if they didn't do a good job to your opinion of Halo, at least be happy that it survived. Because if 343 had stepped in, Halo would have ended at 3. So take that or leave it, however you will. Let that be the epitome to your opinions. But
I mean, are they great? Are they great games like 4, 5, and Infinite? They're pretty good for what they are, which is a new company's take on Halo. Halo 4 and 5 walked so that Infinite could walk slightly faster. I do love Infinite, but this might just be a personal thing, but I don't feel like it lived up to the expectations that even the studio had set for themselves. I've been watching a few interviews, and it seems like there was a lot they wanted to put in, but just either didn't have time or like the higher ups are being a bunch of douchebags.
Yeah.
And but yeah, no, I thoroughly enjoyed all of them, and I don't think they deserve the hate that they get. I mean, Halo 5 especially has a special place in my heart because that was one of the actual first Halo games where I could be an active part of the multiplayer. Everything else had come out before I could even get like Xbox Live or anything like that.
So you know what? Look, if that's you're always gonna love your first introduction to something like a franchise. It might be regarded as the worst in the franchise, but if that's your introduction to it, you're gonna have that love in your heart for it. I mean, we talk about this on Two Captains all the time. Your first introduction to Star Trek wasn't necessarily Enterprise, but you grew up watching Enterprise as it came out, and you have a very deep love for that show in your heart. Whereas me, on the other hand, I didn't grow up with it. I discovered it after, and while I don't necessarily hate it, it's not my favorite by far. I'll put it so far down on the list. The only thing possibly below it would be fucking Discovery. But, different folks. Moving on here, though. This, yes, fucking Hannah told me about this. Zendaya and Tom Holland pulled off probably the coolest fucking thing any celebrity could ever pull off. An absolute secret wedding. Newsflash. Breaking news. If you didn't know, now you do. They got married. And did you see it? No. Did you hear about it? Not till I said it, did you? No. Very few people reported on it.
To make it.
And yes, the first Spider-Man to make it. Thank you, Tom, for breaking the curse of Spider-Man.
Thank you for finally admitting to the bit, for fuck's sake. Because I really did think it was going to be Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone. Because I still think they have it bad for each other. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, come on. Have you seen them in a room together? They still look at each other every fucking time.
One of my favorites is like way, way, way after they broke up. I think it's when she wins the awards for La La Land. And they're they're hand to him.
Yeah.
And it's very, don't lie. Just break up with your girlfriend, break up with your boyfriend, and get back together, for fuck's sake.
Right. You're just delaying the inevitable.
Yeah, no, you're clearly delaying the inevitable.
But I'm so happy for them. I mean, honest to God, I think Tom makes Zendaya a better person, and I think vice versa. Zendaya definitely makes Tom a better person. I mean, Tom has even talked about that.
Pregnant.
Ooh, a baby spider. Let's go.
If that one is purely rumored, though, but
she just had a pregnancy.
She just had like a glow about her, which could have just been them getting married.
Right.
I'm gonna be real.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be real. I kind of hope that she's not, because they have pretty much said that once they have kids, they're done.
Yeah.
They're done in the film industry. So, which I get. I would be too.
Yeah. I mean, which will suck, because losing the talents of Tom Holland and Zendaya, it's definitely going to be a blow to the industry, but at the same time, I mean, I look at all the good stuff both of them have given us over the years. I mean, Zendaya from her time on Disney Channel all the way up. You have projects like The Greatest Showman, which, of course, look, you get into the actual history of P.T. Barnum. It's a shit movie. But it's a really good film for what it is, okay? Don't look at the history of it and just enjoy the film as it is, right? You got the Dune franchise that she was just a part of. I'll leave Dune over there. I'm not a big fan. I wasn't a fan of the first one, to be honest with you guys. I don't think I'll ever get into Dune, but hey, she added something to that. She brought her talents to that. You look at Tom Holland. I mean, the two biggest roles he's been in: Spider-Man and then Nathan Drake. The Uncharted series. The Uncharted games are fucking phenomenal. Okay, did I care really when they casted Tom Holland as Nathan Drake? No, I was fully. I'll be honest. I was fully against it because I was like, he's not that young. Knowing that Tom Holland is about the same age as we are, right? He's somewhere floating around the three of us. But, he still has that. He's got that Ralph Macchio about him. Ralph Macchio looks like he's fucking 30, and he's 60 years old. When he did The Karate Kid, he was fucking 30. He was 30 playing a 15-year-old on The Karate Kid. Yeah. Tom Holland's got that about him, and fuck him for that, first of all. But I did watch the Uncharted movie. I did watch him play Nathan Drake, and it really changed my mind about his casting. I think he did phenomenal in that movie. Of course, I would have done a little bit different with that movie, personally, as a player in those
Honestly,
games.
I'll go out on a limb here. I liked him better as Drake than I did Wahlberg as Sully.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was really worried about where you were going with that for a minute, but
yeah. No. But again, and then we talk about him. A lot of people have been talking about Tom Holland as Spider-Man. From the jump. How good is he going to be? When he got casted, okay, how good is he going to be? Is he going to be an Andrew Garfield? Is he going to be a Tobey Maguire? And then that first time we see him as Spider-Man, we realize, oh,
he's a Tom Holland.
He's got the writing they did for him was the best writing they did for the other two. They write Tom Holland's Peter Parker like they wrote Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker. Perfect and to a T to the comics. For who the character is. And then they wrote his Spider-Man like they wrote Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. Perfect and to a T to the comics. Spider-Man has always been one of those very relatable fucking people. One of those very relatable heroes. Much like Flash. Very relatable. When you get Barry Allen out of that suit and when you get Peter Parker out of that suit, those two men are so unsure of themselves. Questioning everything. Not sure if they're making the right move in life, in career, in relationships. The moment they become Spider-Man and the Flash, that whole thing goes away. And all this confidence comes out. And you get the funny quips, you get the jokes, you get the prankster when they get teamed up with their respective teams. Whether it's with the Avengers or the Justice League. In the comics, it is very. A lot of people will say, "Oh, Flash is such a bandwagon hero to love. Spider-Man is such a bandwagon hero to love." There's a reason for that. Read the goddamn comics. You will fall in love with these characters. And when we got Tom Holland as Spider-Man, and we watched him, the way he was written, and then the way he portrayed the writing that he was given. It just fit so well. Is he the best Spider-Man? No. I still put Andrew Garfield above him just for shits and giggles. Honestly, no, I love Andrew a little bit more than I like Tom Holland. And then out of nostalgia, I'll even put Tobey Maguire above Tom Holland. But that is just based off of nostalgia, right? That's the very first superhero I ever went to go see in a theater. Okay, that's why I put Tobey up so goddamn high. But if I had watched those movies for the first time now, Tobey would be shit. A 30-year-old playing some teenager in college. Fuck off. But okay. He's done great. So, if they are pregnant, if they do have a kid, when that time comes, yes, it's going to be a devastating loss for both of them, but I'm very happy for them, and what a fucking awesome way to do it. Just so fucking, hey, we got married. You what? When did that happen? Oh, like 3 weeks ago. Both our families were there. It was a very big wedding. You guys missed it. Should have been there. What do you mean we should have been there? Yeah, you should have been there. I mean, we banned reporters like you from there, but you should have been there. That was basically.
What's funny is I don't even think they've even said it. I think that like a stylist or a fucking like side character in their lives has said it, and like, so it could potentially not be true, but I don't know.
I doubt it.
I doubt it.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
But as much good news as there is with celebrities, there's so much bad news because, hey, they're not great people half the time. Let's see. We've had a DUI, a DWI, and,
multiple.
A battery charge.
Yeah. Public
Britney Spears, a DUI.
Yeah,
Justin Timberlake,
first year of Britney Spears in months, and it's a DWI.
Yeah. Look, I try to give Britney so much. I have over the years. I loved her music. Her teen pop music from the early 2000s, late 90s was peak. I love it. I listen to it still unironically. I will be going 90 down the fucking highway. Just womanizer, you're a womanizer. Like unironically I do that shit. I love Britney Spears, but I will always be the first one to say, no, that bitch is crazy.
But not on her own volition. I still think it's mostly her family. So
yeah, I will say, because again, under her dad, all that shit happened, and then when she gets out from underneath that conservatorship, she goes and hangs out with mom, and there it is, DUI. But on that same breath, it's not like she has a lot of places to go anymore, anyways.
Right.
I mean, her reputation has been fucking tarnished since, after those albums released. In that same breath, Justin Timberlake, Mr. Pretty Boy, Mr. NSYNC, also arrested for a DWI, trying to get a restraining order for the footage of the arrest. Didn't this just happen like same time last year?
Probably.
Didn't this just fucking happen like same time last year? Like, Jesus Christ.
I don't know. He should cry me a river.
Hey, you know what? Look, at least he's bringing sexy back to the penitentiary.
They're gonna rock his body.
And then his tight little booty hole's gonna go bye. Fuck, I'm not proud of that one.
And then
hopefully it's not gonna be made by the time he gets out.
And then Shia LaBeouf. This is the closest I've been to Shia LaBeouf. I am 5 hours away from New Orleans. I live 5 hours away from New Orleans. This is as close as I've been to Shia LaBeouf. I know he's rocking about New Orleans. And I'm like, fuck it, I want to go. I want to go see him. Not anymore. No, I might get punched. Fuck that shit. Arrested for battery again.
Yeah, dude. Apparently, he went to a bar and like two big honking fucking gay dudes started like feeling him up, and he's like yelling homophobic slurs at him, and he was like, "I'm not homophobic," but these dudes were big and scary. It's basically what he said. Like, I don't know where to sit with him. Like, are you homophobic or were you literally just terrified that these two big fucking dudes were coming on to you? Because I mean, fair. He could have thought he was getting jumped, man. Like, he's Shia LaBeouf. But no, like two arrests. I think he has to do some sort of like drug alcohol counseling now. So yeah, no, he's wilding out.
Because Louisiana's big on that. I mean, now look, me and Hannah, we're planning a trip down to New Orleans here soon, towards the end of May. Because we're doing it for two reasons. We're going to Baton Rouge because the USS Kidd is coming back to being a museum ship back in Baton Rouge. For those of you that don't know, the Kidd is one of the coolest World War II stories. Okay, and there are a lot of really great World War II stories. I mean, you got the story of the Memphis Belle. You got the story of the USS Texas flooding half her fucking ship to angle up a little bit more to go, you see that hill over there? Fire. Oh. You know, you've got
the
USS
USS Enterprise
story from World War II. You've got the USS Enterprise, USS Yorktown, the Battle of Midway, the Battle of Coral Sea. I mean, there's so many great stories out of World War II that just will have you, feel in some type of way. But the USS Kidd is the only ship in the United States Navy legally allowed to fly the pirate flag, the skull and crossbones flag. Because during World War II, these men would be gone for so long, and the only thing they wanted was ice cream. And they would get up next to the aircraft carriers on delivery day, and while they were delivering supplies to the aircraft carriers, the USS Kidd would have her crew sneak on and steal all the ice cream, bring it back onto the Kidd, and then they'd sail off and get back into formation, earning themselves the nickname the Pirates of the West. And
which is so fitting given the ship's name.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Shit like that makes me want to watch Down Periscope.
USS Kidd also has a very storied career. I mean, she just got reactivated. The reason she left Baton Rouge is she was reactivated. She's one of very many ships that are museum ships that are technically, they're not deactivated. A lot of people love to say that these ships are deactivated. No, they're not. The USS Wisconsin, USS Iowa, USS Missouri, and the USS New Jersey, 4 battleships, are the only battleships on inactive reserve. USS Kidd is also on inactive reserve. Several other ships are. And what that means is they're technically decommissioned. If you look on files, they're decommissioned, but they're not. Every so often, they'll go to dry dock, get refitted with systems and stuff to make them current, and then they'll go back to being a museum, or they can be pulled out, reactivated, and used in war. USS Kidd just came back from the Persian Gulf. Okay? That's where she's coming from. All this shit that's been popping off that y'all been hearing in the military news, stuff like that. USS Kidd was just there. She's now back in dry dock in Norfolk, I believe, getting being put back into Museum World War II status. So they're taking everything current off of her and putting her, for the most part, like guns and stuff that are current guns, and putting back on her World War II fit. And then they're going to sail her back down into the Gulf of Mexico. From there, she will then be tugged into Baton Rouge. They're doing a whole welcome celebration for her. Me and Hannah are going to try to go to that. And then afterwards, because Baton Rouge is like 20 minutes outside of New Orleans, because I'm a massive World War II nut, we're going to go see the National World War II Museum that is in New Orleans. Make a whole fucking day of it. So there's that. I forgot to put that on my fucking shit. Sorry about that. Just want to get on that tangent real quick. But yeah, Shia LaBeouf, for all of you that don't know, I mean, if you haven't been watching the news, originally arrested for assault and battery charges during Mardi Gras in New Orleans, where he got into a couple bar fights, and then right after Mardi Gras ended, a couple more there in New Orleans. So yay! Now let's get into some movie reviews. Ben has watched a lot more movies and has a few more reviews for us. His and Hers, Wuthering Heights, Scream 7, and then we're going to talk about the Scary Movie trailer. So let's get into His and Hers review.
Okay, so His and Hers is a TV show. It's a limited series on Netflix that we had been eyeing for a hot minute, and then like we said earlier, M's grandma died, so we had to go back to Wisconsin, and we spent some time with her brother, and we were talking with her brother and his wife, and they were like, so and so is on episode blank of this show, and it was His and Hers, and we were like, is it good? Because we've been eyeing it, and they were like, dude, watch it. It's so good. Like, we can't stop fucking talking about it. We can't stop recommending it. We keep so we were like, bet. So we spent that entire night watching half of it.
The first three.
We watched the first three. It's only 6 episodes. So we watched the first 3 the first night, and the next morning we binge watched the rest. It was so good. So it basically follows it's got John Bernthal in it. It's a friend group basically getting picked off one by one, and you got to figure out who done it. It's an estranged husband and wife. He's a detective. She's a reporter. It's got you. It keeps you guessing. You think you have it, and then you don't have it, and then if you do have it, you've got it slightly off. Like, because we watched it with Bailey, and Bailey was like, "This," and we were like, "Yes, but no." Yes, but no. Well, yeah, in my head, I was like, yes, but no, but I'm gonna ignore you because stop asking me questions and just watch the show. It's 6. No, literally, she's so bad about it. It's 6 episodes. Just watch the fucking show. Like, we literally watched it in 2 days. You got this. I believe in you.
And you could watch Firefly in a shorter time than that.
It's literally like watching 2 movies. It's literally like watching 2 movies still.
And see, y'all don't, and she does not have a fucking actual human child. Now you've got fur babies, but they are a lot quieter than human children, so there's no excuse on why she can't sit down and watch this in one go.
No, but still, we love her, but she likes to ruin things for herself because she gets anxiety about everything. So
If she calls it anxiety, I call it fuck off.
So she'll read like the synopsis of a movie, or she'll read the synopsis of a book, or she'll flip to the last page of a book and read the last page of a book.
It's not just like a.
I mean,
she'll like ruin the whole thing for her.
to read the script.
Basically she wants to read the script before she watches, so she can get rid of her film anxiety, which I didn't know was a thing, but apparently it is. She teaches things every day. I don't know. We love her. She's great. Anyway, his and hers. So we sit down, we watch it. It's so good. I highly recommend that one. It's 6 episodes. Keeps you guessing. It's got Tessa Thompson in it, so Valkyrie, John Bernthal.
Remind me who John Bernthal is. That it sounds familiar. I can't place
Punisher, The Walking Dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
That one was really good. But we were sitting on the fence about watching it, but then Jake and Anise, her brother and sister-in-law, were like, "Watch it," and so we did, and they were immediately like peeking around the corner for our like reactions, like, "Oh my god, babe, they're on this episode!" Like, they would like Anise would walk out of the bedroom, and she's like, I just want to watch this scene and see how y'all react to this," and like. And she got glued during work the next day, but yeah, no, it is very, very good. So I recommend that one. What's next? Wuthering Heights is speaking of Bailey, it was Bailey's birthday, so she requested that we watch Wuthering Heights for her birthday, and because I'm a good guy, and we watched Wuthering Heights for her birthday, and it was, they were trying to make it like a gothic like thing. They weren't succeeding very well, and I don't know. I like because I'm gonna be real. Even as an English teacher, I've never read this one, so she told me the ending of the actual book, and I kind of like the ending of the actual book better because the book is like truly about obsession, and this is literally softcore porn. It is literally just softcore porn on TV. Like it's really not that good. Anyway, but the ending of the book, she dies in childbirth, and I think either he yeets. I think the husband yeets him out the window, the baby. I don't know. Somehow he's back with this baby, right? And he's like, "I fucking hate you." And that's the ending of the book. And I kind of love that. Or not, no, it's not the ending of the book. It's literally just like the start of that part of the book. So it doesn't even really cover the full book. So a lot of people that have read the book are having like big feelings about that, which I kind of agree. I kind of wanted to hear him say, "I fucking hate you" to a baby. I fucking hate you, and then just moving on. I don't know. It was not good though. It was very boring. I was glad that I had cooking to do during it. So
hold on. I want to talk about something real quick. I just got the text message. I know. Sorry, this has nothing to do with the reviews or anything like that. My cousin Damien. I know he watches this podcast. He watches all of them because I've talked to him about them. Buddy, I just got the text. You are going to state. You got first place in the state qualifiers. Dude, I'm so fucking proud of you. I'm so fucking proud of you, dude. You've put in that fucking work. You have done it. Good fucking job. Keep your head on your fucking shoulders. Keep the power in your fucking legs and your arms, dude. Double down on it. Alright? You heard what I told you on Thursday. Double down on that shit. Get it done. Take them to state and show them what these fucking Texas boys can do. Show them what you York City boys are capable of. Alright? I'm proud of you. I'm going to try to make it to that fucking meet. I'm going to try to be there. If I can't, I'll be cheering you on in spirit. Alright? Sorry, man. I had to get the. I had to see that real quick. David, I'm proud of you, buddy. I love you so very much. Congratulations. First place and getting going to state. So proud, dude. Continue on, man. Sorry.
No, oh, you're good. You're good. Yeah, no, Wuthering Heights sucks. That's all I got to say about Wuthering Heights. It's not that good. Probably 1 to 2. I'm gonna be real. Scream 7. I'm not gonna talk about the boycott. If you want to talk about the boycott, you can look that up on your own. If you want to boycott it, boycott it. If you don't want to boycott it, don't boycott it. I don't give a flying fuck. It's just a franchise that I've watched my entire life, so I'm gonna watch it. I, however, have my own fucking reasons to be pissed off about it. I'm not gonna spoil it, but if you have watched all of these movies, you probably know why I'm pissed about it. Do I want to spoil it?
Let's not spoil it, but let's put it like this. Okay, so Ben was talking to me and Hannah the day he's watching this, and he goes, yeah, we have like I think like you said like 30, 40 minutes left in the movie. He goes, I like it so far. It's pretty good so far. And then like an hour later, we get a phone call. He goes, it sucks. I was like, yeah, how much?
20 minutes.
Yeah. Anyway, get a phone call an hour later and ask him about it. And he goes, yeah, it fucking sucks. I was like, 20 minutes made that much difference? And I mean, to be fair, horror movies are like that. You know, horror movies typically have a lot of build up to them, to where like the last little bit is the important part, anyways.
But it was completely flipped. Though the last 30 minutes of it sucked, and the first chunk of it was great. Like, I loved the first chunk of it. I loved everything, but the reveal was ass. The motive was ass. Everything about that was ass.
If the motive wouldn't have been so bad, I could have given.
Yeah, the motive was just so fucking stupid. Like, you could have definitely come up with a better motive. I mean, even if you didn't want to bring back whoever, even if you didn't want to do whatever you were gonna do, and you didn't want it to be predictable, you could have made the motive 10,000 times better than you made the motive, because the motive was fucking stupid. It was very much so, you took my toy away, so I'm pissed about it. It was a very sandbox problem. Like, this was a sandbox bitch with sandbox problems. That's literally all it was. And I knew if it wasn't gonna be who everybody thought it was, I knew who it was gonna be. They were very, very high up in the cast and too well known. So, like, I don't know, it was very predictable, it was predictable once you realized what was happening. Yeah. Once you realized what was going on. And what pisses me off is that it wasn't supposed to be that way. They showed two versions of the movie, and one ending was completely different. And the ending that we got was not the ending that we would have loved. The ending that they did not go with was what we wanted.
Damn. Another studio not listening to the fans and killing a franchise.
What's new? Literally, because it sounds like you did a test screening full of film critics. Okay. That's what
Yeah.
it sounds like. You did a screening full of critics. You didn't instead you didn't listen to 10 years of a fan base screaming for what they wanted, and you just basically you made a mockery and you made fun of your fan base. Is
Yeah.
kind of what it feels like. Um, it has good moments. It does. Like they're I mean, everyone knows that Stu is back in a shape or form. He's pretty much confirmed that, so that's not really spoiling anything. The moments you do get with Stu are very, very funny. They're great. I know Matthew Lillard had a fucking blast filming some of those. What's the
Yeah.
one that he pops up with and that had us both fucking dying?
She's a bad bitch.
Oh yeah, she was like, yeah, he's like, Tatum's out after curfew. She's a bad bitch. I'm gonna punish her. like, like there are good, funny moments. So I was thoroughly enjoying it until that ending.
I stand on that.
Yeah.
It's the motive, it's the reveal, it's everything. You didn't get it. Like you, I'll give you this: the brutal kills. The kills were great. I told Chris about this one. One of the best kills in the movie is they put a teen boy on a fucking beer draft spike, which was fucking killer. They impale him through that. That was pretty dope.
Yeah, the kills this movie were.
Yeah, the kills were great. Saying that it's worse than 3. If we're going on motive and we're going on reveal, yes, it was worse than 3. If we're going off of enjoyment, I would say I still enjoy 7 more. Just because it did feel, up until the end, it felt like Wes made it.
Damn. That's God damn. How you gonna sit there and take a film that feels like Wes made it and wrote it in 20 minutes, 30 minutes? I mean,
maybe Wes made it is maybe a little bit too high, but like it felt it called back so much to the first one that it just felt like the first one with Tatum, with the vibe, the like tension between her and Sydney, with Sydney's tension between her and her dad. Like it did feel like a huge comparison between the original. The nostalgia of like of Tatum being like, well, you named me after a bitch that died, is what she says. And then we get this nostalgic, I didn't name you after her because she died. I named you after her because she was strong. She was everything that I wanted you to be. Like, it is truly, that part of it is beautiful, but the reveal was ass. Motive was ass. I think if they had gone with the original ending, we would have gotten a way better film. Um, it's better than Scream 6. Because, I mean, I'm sorry, but Ghostface shouldn't have a fucking shotgun.
he's a slasher. Slasher.
Yeah, no, that's my. I'm probably not going to talk about it on the blog. I might, but it pissed me off. I think y'all they made a mockery of the fan base on this one, and that kind of pisses me off. Onward.
I know. Well, hold on. I know that you said you didn't want to get into some of the reasons people were boycotting. I'm going to use this as kind of a segue of something else I forgot to add, mostly because I found out about it today. AI was a big part of some of the reasons people were boycotting this movie. We were worried that AI might have been involved in this movie. Seth MacFarlane, an absolute idol of mine. I want to be like him. I want to work with him. I have idolized Seth MacFarlane for quite some time. His not just because of his legendary voice work, the shows that he puts out, the movies that he does, those are all great. But kind of the stances he has taken on a lot of things, in life, such as the AI topic. He's one of the first people to denounce AI. However, in an interview talking about Ted Season 2, they were talking about at some point either they make Ted or a character look like Bill Clinton. They tried to use prosthetics. He said in the interview they tried to use prosthetics. They tried to use CGI. Neither of those worked out. And a final little bit, he used AI to get either Ted or this character to look exactly like Bill Clinton. I was discussing this with Hannah earlier today. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart very, very severely because I really look up to Seth as a filmmaker, as a showmaker, everything that he's done. And when in the interview again, he talks about it as they use it as the very last resort. They brought in prosthetic people, and they paid those people. They brought in CGI people, and they paid those people, but it didn't work out. Using AI as the last resort. My take on that, though, is let's look at all these biopics we've ever gotten. Okay, I'm going to go with musical biopics just because those are forefront of my mind, and they were the forefront of my mind when I had this conversation with Hannah. You can get people to look close to the people they're portraying in these biopics, but they will never look exact. The guys that played Motley Crue in The Dirt, they looked pretty damn close to Motley Crue when they were younger, but they weren't exact. The guys that are going to be playing the Beatles in the new Beatles biopic, they look close. They don't look exact. I just watched the movie Midway recently, the newer Midway movie with Dennis Quaid, Woody Harrelson, and one of the Jonas Brothers. Woody Harrelson plays Nimitz, the bull, Admiral Nimitz. Dennis Quaid plays fucking Christ, Halsey, Admiral Halsey. Those two guys look nothing like Nimitz and Halsey. Nothing like them. They did nothing to their faces, as a matter of fact. They just put them in World War II uniforms and then told you that's who they were. And you watch this film, and you just, okay, I'm watching what happened. Okay. When it comes down to it, though, I think, especially if they're going with a person and not Ted the Bear, looking like Bill Clinton. Like I said, I didn't really pay attention to who they were talking about was going to portray Bill Clinton. But when it comes down to it, if it's an actor, all you have to do is get a white dude with gray hair and someone that can do a chuckle, and boom, it's Bill Clinton. Okay, they don't have to look like Bill Clinton. I mean, we've seen several presidents portrayed in movies and shows before where the actor portraying the president looked nothing like the actual president. But it did not take away from the scene. It did not take away from the show. It did not take away from the movie. I'm still going to watch Season 2 of Ted. I'm still not denouncing Seth MacFarlane. Like I said in the interview, he made it very clear that it was the last resort. But it does, in all honesty, break my heart a little bit because I very much am so against AI because who gets that paycheck when all is said and done? who truly gets credit for that work when all is said and done. It cheapens it, all the way around. It truly cheapens it so much. But I hope this is a one-off for him. I hope this doesn't become standard practice for Seth MacFarlane. With that, though, we are going to move on to the Scary Movie trailer. There has been a lot of backlash about this trailer, from what I've heard. A lot of backlash about this film, from what I've heard. But to me, it still looks like peak Scary Movie.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. I mean, it looks
Teaser, it looks a little bit better.
Yeah, after the teaser, it looks better. I mean, it looks just like every mocky scary movie film. I think one thing that people are kind of up in arms about is they're going to be using, I think, blackface at some
That,
point.
and a lot of people are upset about the pronoun.
But they're black, so like.
And like people are upset about like the pronoun joke, but after finding out that Mindy uses they them pronouns.
Yeah, and they do make a pronoun joke, which for the time being, figured there would be some sort of joke like that. But they make a joke about Mindy, which Mindy does use they them pronouns, and the joke is it's actually they them or some shit. So it's kind of
that's in the trailer.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
It is kind of respectful, but not respectful. It's still respect. It's tasteful. It's tasteful.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
I mean, what people need to realize, is, I mean, granted, we haven't had a real good spoof movie in years, but spoof movies have always taken the hottest topics at the time and made fun of them. That's what makes the spoof movie so great. Is they will take those hot topics and they're going to come at it. They're gonna boom, and my thing is when I saw that joke, okay, I sent it to all of my they them friends, and I'm like, this shit made me laugh. I hope it makes you laugh. I mean, I'm not a they them, but I hope it makes you laugh. And Kai was the first one that sent back a response, and the response was, if I remember the number correctly, 23 laughing emojis. Which means Kai was dying. Okay. Which tells me right then and there, if you have a problem with that joke and you are not part of the they-them community, you can fuck off.
No, literally.
Because 90% of the people that come at jokes like this are not part of that community. Now, when it does hurt that community, it's not a joke. Okay, and I'll be the first one to say that. Okay, I have, in my past, made some, what I thought were jokes that ended up not being jokes because it hurt the community I was trying to get to laugh. Okay, and there have been instances of that, but this did not feel like that. This feels very much like every other spoof movie I've ever seen in my life. It feels like the Marlins Brothers are back to where they should be. Okay, because look, I love the Marlins Brothers. I love the Marlins family. That is a phenomenal acting family. But the Marlins Brothers are really great when they're making fun of shit. Okay. We talked about what happened when they tried to make their own serious, scary movie. The sports horror film. And how it did not do so well. When you talk about the Marlins Brothers, I mean, the first thing that comes up is white chicks. Okay, that movie in and of itself is just probably the most hilarious racial movie in the entire fucking world. You want to talk about a movie that offended its target audience, but did it so well that target audience laughed their asses off the hardest? You're talking about white chicks. That movie went for the fashion industry, and the fashion industry loved that fucking movie. Okay, a lot of those models and shit that they were absolutely gearing their characters towards were laughing the hardest. Right? Scary Movie, the first one, the second. I mean, all of them. These guys, they need to stick to the spoof movies, to movies like this, to comedies. Like, I mean, if they want to branch out, try. You can try, but you guys are great at comedy. Keep it that way. And this, again, when I was watching the trailer, I'm like, this is great. This is classic Scary Movie. This reminds me just of the first, exactly like the first one. I can't wait to watch this. And that's where I'm at with it.
No, I mean, like I said, I'm not a spoof movie person, or I lean more horror comedy in that realm. Like, I like more of the non-parody. I'm cool with it being horror comedy non-parody. I'm cool with spoofs as long as there is a seriousness. Because I like the haunted house films more than I like the scary movie films, personally. But they border more horror comedy to me than spoof parody. So, but this one, I don't know. This one does seem like it's going to be pretty funny, pretty good. So I'm pretty excited about that one.
I will say I was dying laughing at the Sinners spoof part of the trailer.
We were dying at the fucking Art the Clown one.
Oh man, I don't think I saw that part. Someone have to go back and rewatch it.
Yeah,
Dude, that part's hilarious. So basically, they take Santa art, and it's just a bunch of kids waiting. They sit on Santa Art's lap, and then this little girl goes, "Mommy, Santa gave me an arm for," and it's Anna Faris, and she's like, "Just be thankful."
And then all the other kids got body parts.
Yeah.
See, I'm not an Anna Faris fan. Okay, we've had this conversation before. I cannot stand Anna Faris. It's her voice. Her voice irritates the absolute fuck out of me. Cannot stand it.
M's over here, like, I don't get it. Get over it.
But when it comes to the scary movies, that is the one break I give Anna Faris, mostly because she gets got in those movies all the time. But it's the one break I'll really give.
Her line with Regina Hall, and she's like, I want to hug you, but I'm a Republican now, so I'm racist.
So I'm supposed to hate black people. Yeah. And then she claps back, well, I'm black. I've always hated white people. Get over here.
Yeah,
that was like the best part of that trailer for me. I thought that was freaking hilarious. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, this one does look pretty funny. I'm pretty excited about this one. It maybe it will top Scream 7. I'm gonna be real.
Unfortunately.
Well, one can hope.
I thought they were really gonna go the direction that I wanted them to, but they didn't. So yeah, maybe it will.
Like I said, not that much. I think it's gonna get a 3.5 instead of a 3.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
But I do think it's gonna top it by a little bit.
Last up before we have the Whistle review.
Whistle, yeah. So Whistle was honestly really fun. It's got Daphne Keene, X-23, in it. It's got Shauna or Sophie Nélisse. She's the young Shauna in Yellow Jackets, and she's also, I think, the girlfriend of one of the hockey players in Heated Rivalry.
I believe so.
I think I think she's what are their names again? The non-Russian one, that one. Anyway, you don't know.
No idea. Chris just walked away, so I thought you were asking me. I'm like, I have no fucking clue.
Yeah, I clicked out to see that. I didn't realize I can only see you. I didn't realize Chris walked away. Anyway, so it follows them as finds a like Aztec whistle in her locker.
I think she's a new kid. I think she transfers in.
Yeah, she's a new kid. She transfers in. Follows her getting this whistle in her locker, and they blow this whistle, and this whistle like basically comes.
It
picks them off. Is it like one of those like Aztec death whistle things or whatever?
Yes, yes, okay. Basically. So it is a very. It's kind of like Final Destination, but where they die. It shows them at the age they're supposed to die. So I don't know. It's a really cool like take aspect of
so they're all teens, but if they're supposed to die of like old age, when they die they'll like
age up. You'll like show it. Yeah, no, it's actually pretty cool.
Or like the opening scene is a kid getting murked and he's supposed to die in like a fire accident, so his body burst into flames.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. It's like Final Destination, but like with that little added twist to it. It's pretty interesting. You get a little bit of a queer love story in it. Some really cool death scenes in that one. Definitely some cheesy, maybe probably AI'd. I'm gonna be real at this point. I'm just kind of expecting everything to be slightly AI'd, or at least some of the effects to be AI'd. But not too terrible. They were very gruesome deaths at points. I don't know. I kind of liked that one. That one was pretty enjoyable. A lot of people didn't like it though. They thought it was kind of stupid, repetitive of Final Destination, which I just spent 2 days watching all of those. So I'm probably not one to ask about this because I love the Final Destination movies. So I'll obviously love this one. I did like the new aspect to it. It is kind of teeny and kind of cheesy, but it's pretty good. Liked it better than Scream 7. Liked it better than Scream 7's ending. I'll put it that way.
I'm sorry though. Every time I hear whistle or I see whistle, all I can think of is Roy Kent on fucking Ted Lasso. Whistle.
Yeah, all I can think of is that song from like.
My whistle.
I think I know which one.
That one.
No.
All right. So we got our game. Fuck, marry, kill. Run by M.
Game time.
I'm so excited.
That'd be good.
You got to read off your categories for sure because they're funny as fuck. Some of them.
Okay, we're gonna
read off the categories first, like Jeopardy.
We're gonna.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna start with DC Sultry Sluts. Oh, I guess I should tell you the rules. I'm gonna read 2 of them off. You have to boot, marry, kill the first 2, and your third one, you get what you get.
Interesting.
Okay. So for our easy one, our starter one, you guys get Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn.
Ooh.
Lord, you fucking devils, bitch.
Makes me really curious on what that third one's going to be.
I'm very Ivy fucking. Nah, I'm killing Harley because I feel like I know who the third one.
I'm gonna fuck Ivy. I'm gonna kill Harley.
And funny that you guys both kill Harley. Because I was thinking, I don't know. I was thinking maybe, fuck. God damn it. Guess I'm gonna fuck Ivy and marry Harley and kill whoever's left.
Catwoman.
That's who I thought it was. Okay, cool. I'm fine with my choice.
Yeah. I'm
Okay,
with
sorry.
that.
Who do I have to marry?
Catwoman.
Okay.
Fucking Skull.
This is making me question things about myself.
His category.
All right, we got Leela and Unity.
Unity, like
Rick and Morty.
like Rick and Morty, like Christina Hendricks.
What
You
was
bet.
what was the first one?
Leela. Futurama.
Oh, Lita.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Leela.
Leela.
I'm marrying Leela, and I'm fucking Unity.
I gotta go with the
That's
same.
easy.
I'm gonna be real.
That's so easy.
Oh, wait, I'm done.
I'll go with marry Unity and fuck Leela.
Captain Amelia from Treasure Planet.
Oh, thank God. I'm good.
Okay, that one's not so bad.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with
I'm
it.
good.
But Captain Amelia is a baddie.
That is true. It's a loss, but I'm cool.
We got Threesome with Lois. You got Lois Lane, Margot Kidder, and Lois Griffin.
So I think I'm gonna kill Lois Lane, and I'm gonna fuck Lois Griffin.
I'm gonna marry Lois Lane. I'll take care. I'm gonna kill Lois Griffin. Yeah, y'all weren't expecting that, were you?
Okay, and then you get Lois Lane again, but Bitsy Truelock.
But who?
The Superman and Lois.
I can live with that. I can live with that.
You're bookie.
Yeah, at least I get the fucker. At least I get the fucker. God damn it.
I get to marry a bitch.
We got porn stuff.
Category is porn stash.
Oh, this ought to be good.
We got Ted Lasso and Ron Thompson.
Let's see.
I'm Ted, and I'm killing Ron Swanson because that's what he wants.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Chris on that one.
And then we have Charlie Swanson.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I want to hop into their pants.
Oh, my phone's about to die.
Just a second.
Okay, this ought to be good.
Jessica Rabbit and Judy Hopps.
Marrying Jessica Rabbit.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna kill the rabbit though.
Yeah,
the
kill the
rabbit.
rabbit.
I'm killing Judy Hopps.
Who do we have to bang?
I think we're on the same boat. We're marrying Jessica Rabbit, killing Judy Hopps.
And then we got Lola Bunny.
Oh yeah, easy.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Lola Bunny.
Trichoties. We got.
What's the category?
Deanna Torrey and Catherine Janeway.
Ooh, fuck. Okay, that's an actual difficult one. Shit.
Hang on, I got it.
Yeah, because I've done forgot about this.
I'm fucking Deanna Troy. I am John. I don't want no shit from this. I don't want no shit from this, but I'm gonna kill Janeway.
See, I'm gonna marry Janeway. And I'm gonna choose to kill Deanna.
Yeah, no, I'm marrying Janeway. I'm marrying Janeway.
I'm gonna kill Deanna just because. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fucking Deanna, and I'm killing Janeway.
And then you get 7 of 9.
Who? Who did she say?
7 of 9.
Oh, fuck yeah!
Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
With my trash category.
You got a real winner on that one.
Honey, where's my super suit?
Okay.
Spider-Man and the Flash.
So I'm marrying Spider-Man.
You're a whore for this.
I'm marrying Spider-Man, obviously, because he needs it. He needs to live.
I'm Spider-Man, Flash. But I am the Flash. I'm marrying myself any day.
And just because Chris said that, I'll kill the Flash.
I'm marrying Spider-Man because it's fucking Spider-Man. I can't fuck the Flash because I feel like that needs, like it wouldn't be like, yeah, he's gonna come and go. He's the Flash. So
He's gonna squint and split,
so like even
ejaculate and evacuate.
So like I think I'm gonna kill him. I think I'm gonna kill him. Sorry, buddy. Oh fuck yeah!
What?
I take it back. I'm marrying Yelena.
Who was
Yelena.
it? Oh, yep. Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
Yep.
I'm stuck picking cobwebs off my dick for a week. And I had to kill Yelena.
Okay. Disney Stars Gone Wild.
Oh, this ought to be really good.
Oh, shit.
Miley Cyrus and Hilary Duff.
Ooh.
Miley Cyrus and who?
Hilary Duff.
Duff.
Oh, wrong.
Right? Oh, God damn it.
Look, based off of that list, I think I know who number 3 is. I think I know who number 3 is. So I don't need y'all to play shit with me. Okay, when I say this, but I'm a fuck Miley Cyrus.
Okay.
I'm a fuck Miley Cyrus, and I'm gonna kill Hilary Duff. I don't need no shit though.
Oh, as much as that fucking hurts me, my childhood. I have to agree with Pookie. I'm killing Hilary Duff.
I think I'm going with kill Miley Cyrus and fuck Hilary Duff.
Yeah, so who are we marrying?
Okay, so we're...
Yeah, but she comes in like a wrecking ball. Like...
Anyway.
Are we ready for number 3?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah!
That's not who I thought it was going to be.
I was gonna
Yeah.
I am very pleased with this outcome.
You could be my final girl.
Well, shit.
No. Yeah.
Sydney Prescott.
That was coming.
And Grace from Ready or Not.
Ooh. Grace from Ready or Not. Samara Weaving. The blonde. Have y'all seen The Babysitter? The blonde in The Babysitter. She's also the film teacher that gets killed in the start of Scream 6.
Okay.
It's Margot Robbie.
No, not Margot Robbie. They do look a lot alike.
Oh.
I'm gonna marry Sydney. That's a given. I'm marrying Sydney Prescott. I don't know what to do about the other girl. I don't know what to do with Grace.
I'm gonna say fuck Grace
my
because she
insight
looks like
as a
Margot
final
Robbie.
girl,
She's a bad bitch.
or are we going? Are you wanting to know what she's like?
I'm gonna say fuck Grace because she looks like Margot Robbie and Mary Sydney.
Grace is a bad bitch.
So we fucking Grace. Okay. Hey, we marry Sydney, but we fucking Grace. Okay.
But I'm worried about who you got third, so I'm marrying Sydney and I'm killing Grace.
Maxine Mings.
So I'm okay with that. Mia Goth.
Yeah, okay, I can live with that.
Okay.
That's not who I thought you were gonna. I thought you were gonna go Tatum.
I thought about it.
Anyway,
because I don't care what anybody says, she's my final girl. She should. We got into this argument the other day about how we thought that Tatum would have been a better final girl than Sydney.
But she runs her mouth too much.
But she runs her mouth too much. But I think that would have added to it. I think that would have been such a cool aspect. There's not a lot of them that do run their mouth. They just fight.
Yeah.
So it would be nice to see a bitch that could fight and run her mouth. Anyway, what else you got?
How could you do this to me?
Oh God.
What is it?
How could you do this to me?
Oh, okay.
Glenn Quagmire and Charlie.
Glenn Quagmire and Charlie Sheen. Is that what I heard?
Well,
yeah.
But... Charlie Harper is what she said, but yeah, Charlie Harper.
Yeah, Charlie Sheen does
play Charlie Harper.
I'm sorry, could I have 2 kill options here? Because I don't want to catch nothing from one of them, and I know I'm going to.
No, literally, why do you hate it?
Just how can I do this to you?
Charlie Harper because he's a piece of shit. Quagmire is at least redeemable.
Yeah.
So I'll fuck Quagmire, and I'm going to kill Charlie Sheen.
Yep.
Yeah. What are we doing? Killing Quagmire and fucking Charlie Sheen?
No, killing Charlie Sheen and fucking Quagmire.
Okay, there we go, yeah.
Okay, everybody's marrying Joe Goldberg.
I'm okay with that.
What was it?
Everyone's marrying Joe Goldberg, which is the dude from You. He'll kill for us.
Okay. Yeah.
He'll kill for us. He just might go fuck other bitches, but that's fine because I want to go fuck other bitches too.
Yeah, I think
Quagmire, so
sounds like a win-win situation for me. We have one more.
Let's make this duo a trio.
Okay.
Okay. The Conjuring, Ed and Lorraine Warren, and the Scarlet Witch and Vision.
Oh. I am curious on the third here.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm gonna kill Wanda and Vision because I think they would bore the fuck out of me.
No, that's fair. That's valid.
I think they would bore the fuck out of me.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill Wanda, and I'm gonna fuck Lorraine.
I'm gonna marry Lorraine.
You know what? No, safer option. I'm gonna go marry Lorraine too.
Yeah, because I made sure to put the Conjuring.
Yeah, specifically the Conjuring universe. If we're talking real life, Ed and Lorraine, I'd kill. They can die. Ed can die. Lorraine's a victim.
I guess I'm gonna go kill the Wandering and fuck Wanda and Vision.
All right, that leaves you Mr. Incredible and Elastigirl.
I can live with that.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah,
I can live with that.
I'm cool with fucking Elastigirl.
Yeah, but you got to take it from Bob too. I mean, I hear he fucks rough.
But maybe he could just throw me into her elasticity.
He feels like a cuck.
You know what?
Yeah, he does kind of feel like a cuck.
Actually, we kind of got proof of it. Did y'all not notice the chair in the corner of the room?
But that's all my categories.
That's all we got.
Unity was.
That was a good one.
Yeah, Unity was great.
Mm-hmm. In all honesty, though, I thought the Disney's Gone Rogue, I thought was going to be Lindsay Lohan. Like, I was 100% certain.
I did think about throwing Lindsay, but I was trying to make y'all mad.
Hey, with Unity and Leela, you got me, and with Hillary Duff and Miley, you killed my fucking childhood crush. You made me kill my childhood crush. I think this was a ploy. I think you purposely did this because you hate Hillary Duff because of your sister.
Yeah, a little bit. Dude, once this podcast is over, we'll shit on my sister. No, because I'm not done.
Oh, Lord.
There's all fuck ton of lore there. Oh my god.
Yeah, there's a fuck ton of shit that happened while we were gone.
Yeah, John, you should hear
Anyway,
this.
so,
I got a category though. I got a category from Fuck Mary Kill.
God.
Okay. Now we're getting for a while.
TV
What?
TV hockey players. And don't worry, John, you're gonna know who some of these are. You're gonna know who some of these are.
Sure.
Okay. Let me get the last guy's name. I need his. All right. We have Shorzy from Shorzy.
Okay.
We have hold on, let me get his fucking name and the fucking character name because I know his fucking actor name, but
I at least know one. So doing pretty good so far.
okay, we got Shorzy from Shorzy, Doug Blatt from Goon, and Reggie from Slapshot. Now, if you need to know their actor names, Sean Williams is Doug Glatt. He played Stifler.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then Carl Newman is Reggie from Slapshot.
Okay. I guess.
I gave you all three choices up front because for me it's very easy. I'm gonna fuck Doug Glatt. I'm gonna marry Shorzy because at least he's gonna be making fucking fun. And I'm killing Reggie.
Having no knowledge, I'm going to agree with you on that one, Chris. I'm going to defer to your good judgment. Well, that and Shorzy's going to put in the work.
I'm going to go... I'm marrying... Doug. I don't know. He was a good partner. I feel like in them.
He was, but you got to watch Shorzy too. You got to really watch Shorzy. He puts in the work for Laura Moore.
That's fair. But he's also kind of annoying as fuck. So
that's true. That is true.
Like he can be a lot. So I feel like at a certain point I would want to shoot him in the face. But I feel like Doug is just the right amount of goof. You know?
Okay. Yeah. I'll give you that.
So I guess that leaves Paul Newman for the fuck category.
Fair enough.
He's pretty, I guess.
Yeah, Prime Paul Newman, when Slapshot came out, was a very pretty man. I mean,
Give credit where credit is due. That is a pretty man.
oh fuck, that was a fun episode. That was a really fun game. I want to do something similar to it next week, so we're gonna have to discuss that. But we're gonna end it here because I want more lore and sister trashing to happen. So guys, come back hopefully next week. I'm not gonna make that promise anymore, but hopefully next week for another episode of Nerdstown.
Actually, no, not next week because I'm house sitting for my buddy again. Remember?
There we go. See, so listen, guys.
At least this one is planned.
Right. This one's planned. So if you see any tanks going towards Nerdsville, don't worry, it's just us.
We called those in.
All right, guys, this is your mayor, and I am signing off. Goodbye.